us tonight. We just got a few items to go over and discuss and vote on. We'll start with the treasurer's report, if Molly can do that.
Yes, so our balance right now is $15,691.61. But we still do have 2 checks that need to clear. After those are cleared, we'll be at $13,563.61. I just deposited $672 from membership dues. So I was letting that build up so I could go through and see who had paid what.
Did you want to say anything about membership renewals, Molly?
Yes. So we've actually gotten, I think the reminders have actually reminded people, we've gotten a lot, but I do want to remind everybody that the membership dues are due by the last of the month. And because membership turns over again on April the 1st. So make sure that you do get your dues in before that.
Okay. Can I get a motion to accept in a second?
I'll move to accept the treasurer's report.
And I'll second it. So all in favor? Yes. Molly?
Yes.
Well, okay. All right. So the first item of business is Mountain Niche Registry. Since Doug has started actually doing the registry prior to the formation of RWHA. He was doing it for an individual breeder. And then once RWHA was founded, he's been doing it ever since. During that time, he has never had a pay increase. And talking to him, he has indicated that a $2.50 raise per transfer and per application would fit what he's looking for. I see no reason not to do this. Is there any discussion on this?
I think it's long overdue.
In the end, he pays us more than we actually pay him.
And his rates, I can tell you, are talking to other associations and who they're using for registrars. I know we would like to have Doug pick up the pace. I can tell you that by the end of the month, Doug has agreed to have online registration applications, online registration transfers, and online payment and new applications for membership. I tried to call Doug today to see where he was at on that. He has given us a due date on that of the end of March, and hopefully he can get that done. So yes. Can I get a motion and second to vote on this?
I'll move that we increase Doug's pay by $2.50 per registration.
I'll second.
I heard Molly second, so we'll go ahead and vote. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. I'll let Doug know this tomorrow. So along with this, we have never once raised our transfer and application rates. So along with this, it has been suggested that we raise our transfers and applications by $2.50. Is there any discussion on that by anybody?
I think that I see that's fair compared to other registries.
Absolutely. When I checked around with other registries, in particular the heritage breeds, we are very much on the low end of what the rates are for transfers and applications.
Yes, we are.
Where are some of these? Where are they at? Price wise?
Well, some of them are all the way up to $25 a piece, Joe.
Okay.
A lot of them are in the $15 to $20 range.
Mhm.
And GOS, when I talked to April, they were looking at going to $20 on theirs.
Mhm.
So we're still considerably lower. Any further discussion? Can I get a motion in a second, please?
I like to be the second person.
I'll move that we increase our fees by $2.50.
I'll second it.
Okay. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. So we'll move on now to the Out West program real quick here. It's proceeding pretty well. We've set dates of May 15th to have everybody that's interested in looking at new stock to have in the numbers that they're looking to purchase. Along with that, May 15th is also the date that we've kind of set for everybody to have a list of the animals that will be available to pick from. One of the topics that came up when we had our Zoom meeting with that group of people was the protocol from the veterinarian. One of the things that we're looking at doing is a PRRS and PDV test on the animals that will be shipped. The board has had discussions on covering up to $1,000 on the PRRS and PDV testing prior to shipment. I think we should probably discuss this tonight and get a vote on that so that those funds are allocated for that when the time comes up. Does anybody have any discussion on that?
No, I do think that it is a great move for us to be able to assist in that.
Okay, can I get a motion in a second, please?
I'll move that we approve up to $1,000 to be used towards testing for the Going West program.
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve up to $1,000 for PRRS and PDV testing for the Going West program. I see Jim's with us now. Jim, how do you vote on this?
In favor.
Keith,
I'm in favor.
Molly,
In favor.
and Walt?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. So that'll be allocated for that. So I want to have a discussion tonight. There's been a lot of talk about our standards and selection for our standards. The board has talked for a while now about putting together a hard copy laminated paper that has our standards, breed standards on there for selection, along with pictures, and then of what an approved animal looks like on each individual item. That needs to be put together. And then once it's put together, the website would also have that for reference as well. So tonight, what I'm looking for is a volunteer to work on this, maybe a couple volunteers. And the board's been busy with a lot of different things, and now this needs to get handled. So do I have any volunteers to help with this? Okay, well, Molly will do a post on this on Facebook and send an email. I did have one person today tell me that she's willing to help with this, with pictures and such. And she's got an awful good reference library, so I think that will probably be a good thing. and I will contact her tomorrow and see if she's willing to step forward and do this.
Okay.
Is there anything else that we need to go over tonight? Like I said, it was going to be a bit of a quick night.
I'll also help with the pictures, whatever way I can. If I can contribute some, that's okay. I'll also help with compiling all this along with Copper or Molly.
Okay. Okay. That sounds great.
If she'll accept my help.
I'll consider it, Jim.
Now we're working on several other items. One is a veterans project, a 4-H and FFA project, and a new member packet. I think we'll wait until next month. We'll have a little more to show on that. So we'll bring that up at next month's meeting and probably have that in a position where we can get that out to people and see if it's good for approval and go from there on those subjects. Is there anything else that anybody would like to discuss tonight?
I did want to ask Joe, did you have anything from when your boys showed the red wattle?
As far as what?
Like what any requirements or anything like that that they required for that breed? And was it 4-H or FFA? What was it?
It was 4-H that we did.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you have to do anything special because it was a red wattle?
No, not really. What was
Okay.
nice is our 4-H, the county actually created a new class. I don't know what they call it, a production class for real world meat pigs. And we put it in that. Otherwise it would have been, I don't know. They're not even comparable to the show pigs. So that we put it in that. He did well. He got I think 3rd or 4th out of, I think there's 10 or 12 pigs in that class. So
yeah.
But there's no state trip with that class. So that's kind of the bugger with the heritage breeds. It's more of an experience than it is, don't get your hopes up that you're going to go get a state trip out of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wonder because I tried to get my friend's daughter and them to in FFA or in 4-H to have red wattles, and they wouldn't allow them.
Oh, they won't even allow them?
No, they only allow certain breeds and they don't accept any heritage breeds.
Actually, I talked to Kathy this week. Are you talking about Kathy?
No.
Oh, I talked to Kathy, the one that you sold the boar to, and she has one of my gilts.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to show in their county class, but she's checking with state because there they show, they have a class where they can show per breed.
Yeah.
And they have judges there that judge them just on the breed characteristics. So she's getting all the information there so they can take their red wattles down to the state instead of showing in the county.
Yeah.
But she's going to get me information there to see how we could possibly help out with like her son and daughter that are in 4-H and FFA, which I just think it's amazing the amount of stuff that they're going to be doing with the red wattles. This time around, they did it with other breeds because they haven't started. They got basically a boar from Molly and then a gilt for me, and they're waiting for them to get the breeding age, and then they're going to start fattening them out. But their son and daughter went to a class to where they're actually learned how to make their own hams and bacons, and then they go to competition in the county level, and then it goes all the way up to state level. And they're going to be doing this with their red wattles once they start producing their own, which I think is really awesome. And then they're also going to be showing their pigs down at state. So, I mean, I think that's really great, for our pigs, but that's why I kind of wanted to get into, with the 4-H kids and all that stuff. If we can pump, the help out as many kids as we can and start getting our breed recognized out there, I just think it'd be awesome.
But
Yeah.
every state and every county in the United States, their fairs are all different, and their fairs are all each 4-H club has its own rules of what they will accept and not and reject. So it's a matter right now of getting the hogs recognized across the United States at the county level and the state level to be accepted in there. Most of them will accept red wattles, and if they have an open class, not every state, not every county even has an open class. So you're dealing with a whole lot of politics all over the United States to try and get the red wattles into the fairs. My suggestion is, for now anyway, for those people that do accept heritage breeds and for into 4-H and at the fairs, is that we do what we can to help those folks out, and then maybe that will spread across the counties. I know the Auglaize County here in Ohio that I'm in, their junior 4-H is run by a junior 4-H board. So it's really the older kids under an adult director that runs the 4-H board for the junior classes. So when you talk about getting it into the 4-H, there's going to be a lot of work to that. And I think the best way to start is just to help those that where it's available.
I know just us showing last year, it brought a lot of attention to the breed. And then I had a couple people that are interested in buying, that wanted to purchase some for this year. They haven't contacted me yet, but as of right now, I have 3 for sure. 2 in Minnesota, 1 in Iowa. They're going to be showing my pigs, and 1's a maybe, so possibly 4. 3 for sure.
Now, if we could encourage members, even if there's not a competition or a class for the pig, just to have a booth at the fair with the represent the red wattles as an association and a breed to get interest and information out there about the breed. I think that would be a good place to start.
I would say most counties have an open class. I would say that's more the norm. I'm not 100% sure, but I would think so. Like an open crossbred class. I don't see where many of them would say no to heritage breeds, but I guess I'm not 100%.
I know that in the county where I'm from, Russell County, they only accept Yorkshire, Hampshire, Berkshire, and Duroc.
Yep, and mine had that too, where the breeds that they had listed would compete against themselves, and then, like I said, they would have an open class for crossbreds and everything else. So I don't like Jim said, I imagine it's all county.
It is.
Individual.
It is.
Okay. Did anybody else have anything tonight they wanted to discuss?
No.
So I saw Dustin Rice had come in a little bit later. Dustin, did you want to talk about the going west at all prior to you getting here, we had voted on the PERS and PDV funding. Was there anything else that you wanted to bring up tonight on that subject, on going west?
No, not immediately. I'm still at work, so I was a little tardy because I was in another meeting, but no, I appreciate the board's attention, and I think that all of that is super sound and smart. I've been working with Lance on the back end with other things, but nothing to report right now.
Okay. Well, keep us posted. Does anybody else have anything tonight? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
How is this gonna work out as far as who gets what hogs if it comes down to like an argument over it?
Well, I think we're all going to have to be adults and figure that out as we get to that point.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering about that because I know you know, you have certain people that have certain genetics and stuff, so I was just wondering about that.
Right. I think we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it, Keith.
Right. But I think it's a good thing that is getting done, so I'm glad it's finally getting done.
I think I'd like to get this one done and look at other areas of the country while we're still going.
Yeah.
So let's get this worked out and go from there.
All
I
right.
think that I might be speaking for everybody prematurely, but I think everybody out here post Epic Stock will be so pleased to be a part of this program and keeping their programs alive that if there is squabbling, it'll be kept to a minimum. And I think that the potential promise of being able to have access to other people's stock down the line will alleviate a lot of those concerns.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah. We all
Anybody have anything else? Okay. So we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting tonight. We'll have a longer one next month. We've got a lot of topics to go over next month. We'll have a pig talk the end of this month with the vet we've been using for the Go West program is going to be on our pig talk. He's going to be available to hopefully answer some questions that anybody has. And then next week we'll be sending out the newsletter. If anybody has anything, Dustin, could I get you to write something up for the newsletter on the Going West project?
When would that be due?
Next week on the 22nd, 23rd, along in there.
Yeah, let me work on that, and if I run into any real headwinds, I'll let you know.
Okay,
I'm sure
that would be great.
I can help you out.
Okay, outstanding. Starting this time on our newsletter, we're going to have a section where we are meeting our members, and that member will have a 5-question questionnaire to fill out. They'll talk a little bit about their program and where they live, and we'll start doing that in every newsletter that we send out. The first one this month is going to be with Russ Lee, so looking forward to adding that to the newsletter. So we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting tonight. Thanks everyone for attending, and we'll see you next month. Thank you.
Thank you.